And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. I am your host, MegaShadowFist. This is like a video games, it's like a commentary. And when we last left off, we began the second case, we did some investigation and stuff, and now apparently something really terrible is going to happen. And actually, it looks like we got a new poster in Phoenix's room, I just noticed. Anyway, so, without further ado, October 12th, 10:09 a.m., Wright & Co. offices. Nick! This is terrible! What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak! Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV! We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on the clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask the Mask. Mask the Mask? According to the spokesperson, Lord Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist of the Phantom Thief who only targets rare treasures. Lord Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lord Taylor? You don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask to Mask. Our most valuable treasure. Which was? The Kudai's sacred iron was stolen! Of course. I mean, it was pretty obvious. What? Alright, let's go ahead and examine a couple things. Let's see if Nick has anything new to say. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. When she was alive... Oh, I thought you was talking about the plant. I was like, the plant looks pretty alive to me. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. It must be nice to be a plant, being able to just sit in the sun and photosynthesize. Hey, Nick, no time for daydreaming. That's right, Mr. Nick, no time for daydreaming! Oh man, until I find that urn, they're not gonna give me a second of peace. Alright, let's look at this. There is a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. The chain is getting so rich that they bought a whole chunk of the next town over and started building a huge theme park. It's going to be called Gatewater Land. Really? And to think that 2 years ago it was just a little hotel for businessmen. Okay, let's look at this. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and said she cried all night, too. Which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Okay. The desk? It's my desk. I don't get to use it much, so the dust bunnies are starting to mount their assault. Maybe I should wipe them out with a well-placed with a few well-placed swipes of my cleaning rag. Hey, Nick! Are you trying to make me upset? Yeah, Mr. Nick! If you're worried about the cleaning, please leave it up to me! At least Pearls is good at cleaning. Guess I better go find that urn. No, first we're gonna talk about how these books are always taunting me. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. Actually, I've neglected them for so long that they're covered in a layer of dust. Maybe I should actually try reading them once in a while. Hey, Nick! This is no time for reading! Yes, Mr. Nick! You can always read later! I guess I won't be getting any peace and quiet to even read until I find that urn. Well, of course. Let's go ahead and talk, Maya Fey, Sacred Urn. Refresh my memory a little. What's this Sacred Urn? It's only the most important treasure in Kudain Village, that's all. Look, it's right there on this poster. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Kudain channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Oh, yes, that's right! Hold up. I thought the urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well, there's something best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Kudain Village, Maya's hometown. That sacred urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. Sacred urn added to the court record. Let's see if anyone has aged up just yet. Let's see. Phoenix has a new profile picture. Age 26. Me. What more can I say? This is my 3rd year as a young but skilled lawyer. Mia Fey, deceased. Maya's older sister and my eternal mentor in life and law passed away 2 years ago. Maya, age 19. Woo, we're the same age! At least for 3 months' time until I turn 20. My assistant and a disciple in the Korean tradition of spirit channeling. Pearl Fei, age 9, gender male. Maya's cousin and the channeling prodigy. She has amazingly powerful spiritual abilities. Adrian Andrews, age 24, gender female. Head of planning, promotion, security, the treasures of Korean exhibit. Alright. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean? What, Mr. Nick? Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen! Doesn't that even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how... The village is Mystic Maya! She's the future master of the Korean channeling school of channeling! You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick! I won't let you say you don't! Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this! Yeah, and get the sacred urn back. But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer. That has nothing to do with this! If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for yourself, beloved Mystic Maya! Man, oh man. There's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. I think you're Mystic Maya, not yourself, Mystic Maya. So, what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask to Mask, Nick! Make a note of it. Mask to Mask. Alright then. Last year's incident. Ah, it was terrible! I was arrested and everything! 1 year ago, the murder in Korean village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick? Would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember, this urn used to say Amy on it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it in a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts, spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now, instead of Amy, it says, I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself! And Maya just as oblivious as ever. I guess all we can do now is... Oh, by the way, Maya, just for clarification, are you aware that I'm a lawyer? So, what do you think about this? What about it, Pearly? I'm not certain. What do you think, Mr. Nick? Maybe 3 heads aren't better than 1. Alright, treasure exhibit poster. Is this thing really all that valuable? It looks kinda, well, junky if you ask me. But it's got the soul of Mystic Amy, the founder of our channeling technique. So how much do you think you could get for it? What? Sell the sacred urn? You know, I never thought about that. Hey Pearly, make a note of that. Ways to save money, tip 1 or 9. Sell treasures whenever possible. Whenever possible, check! Somehow, I think Maya's going to be searching for a buyer for a long time. Yep, Amy Faye's golden statue. You know, even I didn't know the statue existed until a little while ago. Didn't Adrian say it's from a Faye branch family's training hall or something? Yes, there are actually a lot of training halls scattered all over the country, hidden away deep in desolate mountains. Why does it always have to be the desolate mountains? Because, I don't know, it just has to be. Sacred Urn. Is this thing really all that? Okay. It's the same thing. I guess technically it's because the other one was a picture of it. Anyway, whatever the case may be, let's go ahead and move to main exhibition hall. October 12th, Lordly Taylor, main exhibition hall. Right! Let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy! But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal! I knew it was Gumshoe. Wait a minute. That voice. Oh no, not him again! It's you! And I'm the one who should be saying not again! Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here any... Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello? It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now is a good chance for you to try to remember it, right? And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah, good to see you again too, I guess. This game. Okay, what happened? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name, atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, this criminal's name is Mask to Mask. I know about that, too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I kinda owe you guys. In a way, the crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from the guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy! It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case against a swelled head, thinking that he's an ace detective. Huh. An ace detective? Mask to Mask. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Mask to Mask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask to Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask to Mask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his fifth heist. If Lord Lee Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. Ace Detective. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, like I told you, Mask to Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that's impressive, all by himself? Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? Calling card. So what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone, it's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's Mask to Mask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the newsflash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if the calling card is real or not is by this emblem. Calling card added to the court record. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. Thanks, I guess. Alright. With that being said, we've exhausted all the talk things. We've examined everything beforehand, I believe, so let's go ahead and present stuff. Hey, so, Detective Gumshoe, I know this is the 3rd game that we've seen you in, and, just as per, well, actually, no, never mind, but, you know, we met in the 2nd case of the 1st game, but, just curious, you know, are you aware that I'm a lawyer? Here, take a look at my attorney's badge. Are you still showing that cheap little thing off? A real man keeps his mouth shut and carries a swab police badge, pal. Yeah, a Steel Samurai police badge, huh? Okay. Treasure exhibit poster. To be honest, pal, there's something that bugs me. What's that? All the other items that were stolen by Master Mask were ones even I have heard of. They were all world-famous treasures. The Tear of Eminem or the Crown of Bungara. The Sacred Urn of Kadain is famous too. Right, Pearly? Of course! Everyone in Kadain Village knows about it. Sounds like we've got an unpredictable thief on our hands. Amy Fade's golden statue? What about this? Sorry, pal. I didn't get much sleep last night and my brain's not really working right. Somehow, I don't think sleep would really fix the problem. Hey, keep it down. He might have really good hearing for all you know and might get mad if he heard. I can hear everything you are saying, pal. That's what I was thinking. I was like, you're talking right in front of him, so the mask calling card. Remember? Don't tell anyone about that emblem, okay, pal? Does this thief ever send these to the police? No, all but to the victims. Up until now, the victims have always come to us looking for help, though. That's not what happened this time, you mean? You got that right, pal. Listen up, if you guys ever get one of these calling cards, I want you to come to us right away, got me? Yeah, sure. Alright, now let's go ahead and present profiles. Phoenix Wright with our nice, suave, new-looking picture. Pretty goofy-looking face, if you ask me. Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing carrying that around with you anyway? It's not like we ever need it. She has got a point. You know, I didn't even bother questioning that, but it's true. Mia Fey. Oh, that's Miss Mia Fey! She was a truly beautiful person, pal. Huh? You knew her? You knew my sis? Sure, everybody in the police force knew her. We all lost a great friend that day. Mr. Scruffy Detective! I just got something in my eye! I'm not crying! Maya Fey. What about this? I knew this was going to happen. Sorry, pal. I didn't get much sleep last night and my brain's not really working right. Somehow, I don't think sleep would really fix the problem, and because I'm saying that makes it all the more ironic. Hey, keep it down. He might have really good hearing for all you know, and might get mad if he heard. I can hear everything you are saying, pal. Pearl Fey? You don't know Pearl either, right? Yep, that's what I thought. That was even funnier in the fourth case, the previous game, when he said that and Pearl talked directly to him. Like, okay, Adrian Andrews. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know who this person is, pal. Yep. That's one thing I wish, like, it's kind of weird how sometimes they act like they don't know people even though they have plenty of reason to know them, and they've interacted with each other before, but because it has nothing to do with the story, they just ignore that. Dick Gumshoe. Oh, you don't even recognize your own face. Do you have, like, some type of advanced prosopagnosia? Are you, like, anyway. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Master Mask. I've been on this guy's tail ever since his first heist, pal. Yeah, you're doing a really great job, I can see. Ugh. Listen, pal, if you want to jump high, first you gotta crouch down, right? I'm a little frustrated now, but it'll make it that much sweeter when I catch him. Anyway, that's what I keep telling myself every day. Well, good luck, Mr. Detective Dick. I believe in you. Ah, ain't you so sweet. You're the only one that's ever said that. The only one? That's kind of sad if you think about it. Let's see what this says. Age, blah, blah, blah. Gender, blah, blah, blah. A flashy thief who steals valuable works of art sends a calling card before a heist. The gender is unknown for all we know. Master Mask could be female. It'd be like the great reveal, like it's Samus taking off her mask at the end of Metroid, the original, it's just like, I don't know. With that being said, though, I guess we'll go ahead and meet the ace detective in the next episode of the recording session. So, without further ado, awkward pause.